Hey everyone, we are live. We are doing the second press conference this week for Power Slap coming up on Wednesday on TBS at 10 p.m. Eastern and 10 p.m. Pacific on Rumble worldwide if you are not located within the United States. We're going to be bringing the fighters in here. We're going to be bringing in Wesley Drain and we're going to be bringing in Emanuel Muniz. Let's see here. How you doing, Vern? What's going on, boys?
It's cracking.
How you doing?
What's up?
I wish I was in a better quality lighting and maybe be able to see my face.
Oh, that's Wesley. There we go. There's no way to get light in front of you?
Huh?
No way to get light in front of you at all, Wesley?
What's that?
That's all right.
Sorry for the horrible conditions.
Emanuel, how are you?
I'm good. I'm just trying to
Okay,
get to my car.
no problem. Got the game changer in here. We've got Vern in here. We've got, who else we got? Got Mr. Cross in here. Got John Davis in here. Got one of their fighters. Palm trees, must be in Southern California.
Love that. It's still daylight out there, bro. Everything where I'm at. Lucky.
Yeah.
Who you with?
I'd probably complain it's cold out here right
It's
now.
cold.
You'd probably say it's nothing.
California?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, it's like
60
freaking
degrees.
50 over here. What you talking
Cold
about?
for me.
What's it like up there in Canada right now? I bet it's even colder.
Yeah, it's colder, man. It's like mid-30s.
Ah.
Yeah. All right. Want to get started, or what are you guys thinking, man?
Yeah, I'm ready, man.
All right. Well, let's get into it.
Yeah.
Obviously, this Wednesday, episode 6 of Road to the Title. You guys are squaring off. Emanuel Muniz versus Wesley Drain, going down 10 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific on TBS, as well as Rumble worldwide. I'm going to start out with you, Wesley. What does this fight mean to you?
Redemption from last week. Coming here to prove my point that, oh shit, my light. Yeah. I just want redemption from the last week's match, or the last match I had with Jesse. Coming there to show everybody how tough I am and that I can perform better. You
Gotcha.
know.
How about you, Emanuel? Are you in the same boat? What does this fight mean for you?
Yeah, pretty much in the same boat. Just I took the L. I made an error on my end, so it was just really just trying to perfect the slaps, perfect the craft, and get back in there and be able to put it all in.
Do you think that this could be a make or break it for you, Emanuel? If you go 0-2, could it be the end of the road for you?
I wouldn't say it would be like a make or break, but it's definitely like it's going to put me in the top end of the echelon or the lower end of things. So, whether I want to be in the higher rankings or the lower rankings at the end of the season.
Gotcha. We'll go back to Wesley here. What holes do you see in Emanuel's game that you think you can take advantage of?
That chin. No. Honestly, he's a pretty solid dude. I really don't see any holes other than, like you said earlier, just the technique, getting the technique down, having more accurate slaps, place them in the correct position, and not doing any stepping or clubbing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that's with everybody though. We're all joining this sport. We're all kind of new to it for the most part. So I think that's everybody's weak spot would be their technique at the moment, as we're adjusting and everything. But chin wise, he's got a pretty solid chin. I've seen him, get up there and take a few shots and ate them.
Emanuel, how about Wesley? Do you see any holes in his game that you can take advantage of?
Yeah, I think it really comes down to the same thing. Like Wesley's really well rounded. He's obviously able to take a good amount of pain, good amount of hits. And then I think the only issue for him last week was just switching up his hands. So, obviously coming into this week is whether he's going to hit with his right or his left hand, or he's going to switch it up. Because obviously that does change. It changes a
Who
lot,
knows?
whether I'm taking it
Maybe
from
I do
this
both
side or that
hands.
side.
Ooh, spice things up a little bit.
Never know, man. Actually, we got the game changer, Chris Archer, in here. Last week he did that. Starting out with his right, went to his left. Emanuel, obviously, Wesley talked a little bit about fouls. I know you've committed a couple on the show so far. How important is it to have 3 clean strikes in a match?
Yeah, I mean, the fouls are super important. You only get 3 chances. You foul, you're down at 10-8 round. You basically, your best bet is to knock them out or get a draw. So you really got to be able to put it down all 3 rounds.
What do you think, Wesley, in regards to the fouling and keeping it clean?
I mean, if you get a well-rounded, tough dude in there and you foul once, there's a good chance that you're going to lose the match. I mean, if it goes to decision and you foul on somebody else, I mean, if you get, if you go in there and technicality stepping, clubbing, whatever it is, another dude lands 3 clean shots, regardless of how powerful they may be, you may lose the match just because of that.
Absolutely. Do you have any foresight? Are you going to be going left again on this match?
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. My left arm actually got kind of jacked up the last match. And the reason I went left-handed is because my right knee was jacked up, which, I'm not making any excuses. Just, it's the reason I've done things the way I've done them. I wasn't trying to prove any point or go like be cute, as Dana said. I was just trying to do the best I can with what I had at the moment,
Yeah. I'm sure it's not disclosing too much here, but from your first fight on the show until this one, how many days in between? Was it full 14?
From the first fight on this show to this one now, or this one, the 2 that you've seen, right?
Sorry, so the one from episode 5 to episode 6 in the house, November, December.
I would say like a couple weeks, yeah.
Gotcha. Emmanuel, are you still with us? I can't really see you, dude. Your camera skills are a little.
Yeah.
Your camera skills are a little weak.
Head.
Does it become a war of attrition here, Emmanuel? Wesley talked about having a jacked up knee, jacked up arm. In regards to your first matchup, were you injured in any way before heading into this match?
Yeah, so it definitely, like with the fights being back to back and as they were, it definitely becomes a war of attrition. I know in my first one, I got the knockout on the first one, and I didn't really hurt too much. My hand hurt a little bit after, but it wasn't no big deal. But going 3 rounds with Azael, I think it was the first one when I clubbed him, I had hurt my elbow. I had kind of hyperextended my elbow. And I was able to get through it then fine, but afterwards, I basically wasn't able to practice for like 3 days.
Honestly, I did the same thing on Bob. I kind of hyperextended my elbow, going a little too hard in practice. It's smart not to go hard slapping shit. Not to go out there and just like hit your hardest.
Yeah, not definitely.
Because especially on something that's non-absorbent, don't take the shock, and your elbow usually gets all the shock right there is what I found. How about you? Yeah, it really jacks it up.
Yeah, definitely. It's hitting.
For
You
sure.
gotta be careful what you hit. Really, I won't even hit some pads. I'm like wary to hit because it doesn't take the slaps the same way. Especially your arm's a little more extended than like
you go in there and throw a hook or a straight or anything, there's any repercussions really for it. But if you go in there and you throw a slap wrong, I guess it's just the angle of it, or maybe, I don't know, just because your hand's open or something, but it does not absorb that shock well, and you'll eat all of it right there in your elbow every time.
So, Wesley, what's the best way to train for these type of matchups, like in terms of objects that you're hitting?
Honestly, I would say just like actually, I've been rolling around with some pads in here, but I just have like a basic pad mitt that I use, and just like a heavy bag or something like that. But I really don't do any like fast pace or like powerful shots. I just kind of just sit there and take my time and just try and work on the accuracy of it, and strength and conditioning. Really, like as of like taking shots, I don't go up there like some people do and like let people hit them. I don't like getting hit. I try and avoid that as much as possible. So, I know I can sit there and take a hit, so I'm not going to sit there and condition to sit there and just eat shots all day long.
Yeah. How about you, Emanuel? How are you prepping for this upcoming match?
Yeah, a lot of the similar when it comes to hitting bags or pads or whatever it is, just like the paddles. I use the Thai paddles. Really just working on my accuracy and my placement, making sure I'm putting it down correctly. And then for power, I just do a lot of resistance work, explosive movements, kettlebells, the medicine ball, stuff
balls
like
are
that.
awesome too.
Yeah,
As well as
bands.
tacos. You can't forget the tacos. Taco Tuesday.
There's plenty of tacos here.
Awesome, man. Emanuel, getting the W in this match, what would it mean to you?
I mean, like I said earlier, really just getting myself further up in the rankings, trying to climb back up and, work towards the title shot eventually.
Awesome. How about you, Wesley? What would getting the W, mean for you?
Honestly, it doesn't really, I mean, obviously, it's something that everybody wants to do, but right now I took an L already. So it doesn't mean that, what it means is that I'm not getting a shot at the title, obviously, unless some crazy shit happens and, and something happens, and I'm like the number 3 or number 4, number 2 guy, but more than likely, I'm going to pretty much just kind of stay where I'm at. I told Frank, the president, I was like, hey, I actually want to move down a weight class because I look at fighting MMA in a lower weight class, so I want to walk around about 170, 175. So honestly, I mean, it may open things up for me, regardless if I win or lose. If I win, I'll stay where I'm at. If I lose, I do want to move down earlier. I plan on moving down regardless, but it may give me an option to move down faster than what expected.
Gotcha. All right, Emanuel, this is your time to talk some trash to Wesley. What do you want to tell him coming up this Wednesday?
You're a real 185er boy.
I don't even know. It's a good one. I'm not a great trash talker on the spot like this.
I talked really good shit when Cole had me in the confessionals drunk. Woo-hoo, that little fucker, he got me real good. He had me talking all kinds of shit. I was barely had my head up on that camera. I kept falling over, and I was like, man, what do you want me to say? I'll say whatever you want, Cole.
Dude, I couldn't drink in the house. Everything was always crazy. I was like, I started drinking, I think maybe one time, and I started to get a good buzz on, and then shit hit the fan. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna slow down before I get it.
Awesome, boys. If anybody has any questions, throw it in the comments right now. Open question time for both these guys, either Emanuel or for Wesley. Overall, both you guys have an incredible experience in the house. How the guys in Dana White and all those guys take care of you?
Honestly, it was pretty pampered. I mean, we got chauffeured everywhere, got to eat whatever we wanted. I did not get no boxing gloves or jiu-jitsu match, which I was really salty about that. I ask every day. But other than that, I mean, we got a rock star pretty much, We got to.
All right.
We got to do some cool shit.
We've got a question. We've got a question.
It's crazy.
Emanuel, I'll start with you. Do you think that you could KO John Davis?
Is it John Davis?
Oh, it's a good one. Son of a bitch. Without the boots, most definitely.
Yeah, with the cowboy boots, I don't know.
But I don't know what the boots, man. I might run. Damn it, John Davis. I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon, John Davis. Get that belt off your belly, boy.
Awesome, boys.
I'll have to pick up some.
Honestly, I'm running from you, John Davis.
Awesome, boys. Seems to be the only other questions, man. Appreciate you guys joining me here today. Have a little fun, talk a little trash. make some excitement. Obviously, it's coming up tomorrow, February 22nd, 10 p.m., both on the East Coast and on the West Coast. Look forward to seeing you guys squaring off.
Yes, sir.
All right. Take care, boys. All the best. Thank you.
Later.
Thank you.